Hello everyone, it's Sean from TaekwondoSean.com, and today we're covering the axe kick, Jikeo Chagi. Check it out. Now sadly, you're never going to see axe kick in a poomsae, but you are going to see axe kick with pad work, axe kick with sparring. So we got to make sure we know how to do it properly. It's part of the kicks in Taekwondo. So what's the axe kick for if we don't see it in any poomsae? In sparring, it's used to attack the head. It's used to strike the face or the opponent's upper body like this. So the axe kick is meant to go at least your head height and hopefully your opponent's head height as well. All right, so we got to make sure we're flexible. So we're going to start with two stretches that I think are the best to make your axe kick higher and smoother. All right, so the first stretch that I believe is going to help your axe kick is the one where you go almost like you're in a lunge, like this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to raise your arm up to keep your body straight and then lean forward. Now as you lean forward, you're engaging this hip flexor right here and you're really allowing the stretch. And what's going to happen is now you're going to be able to bring your muscles up higher with the axe kick when you engage these muscles. Then you do the other side as well. So again, raise your arm, keep your body straight and lean forward while you do it. Good. Make sure you really feel the stretch here. The other stretch that I find helps the axe kick a lot is going to be the pigeon stretch. Okay? So what you're going to do is put your leg down like this, in front, your back leg is straight, and then you try to keep your upper body straight and your hips square while you're doing this one. Now, I'm not very good at this one, but if you did push your leg up so that it's parallel with your body here, and then keep your body straight and your hips down, then you get an even better stretch. Let's look at it from the side. And there's the side angle of the pigeon stretch. Keep your back leg straight, hips down, back straight, hips forward. And then the other side, same thing. Pigeon stretch in the front, pigeon stretch from the side. Now, personal preference with the axe kick. When you're doing axe kicks on the pad or in the air when you're practicing, you have two options. You can do axe kick with your heel, or you can do axe kick with your foot extended, with your toes out as you come down. Now it's a personal preference. I find that the axe kick with the toes out, toes extended, looks nicer, but you can also have the heel down and then it looks stronger. Okay? Now when you're actually doing board breaking, you do want to choose to have your heel up like this. So that way you're striking for sure with the heel. Even though if you do point your toes, you're going to notice that you're still going to be striking with the heel first. But I guess it depends on the angle of what you kick. Now, when you're striking pads though, if you use the whole bottom of your foot, just like when you clap your hands, a big surface area, small surface area. So you want to make sure with the pads you're making a nice loud sound, so you're using the whole foot. And then when you're sparring, you want to use the whole foot because from here to here is at least an extra couple of inches of reach. Now when practicing any new kick in Taekwondo, we always want to start on the ground so you can isolate the legs and you're not having to worry about balance at all, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I'm here and I have my legs on the ground. I'm going to put my hands behind me and all I'm going to do is bring my leg up and bring my leg down. Now again, you can have your heel or your toes, doesn't matter. Bring your leg up, bring your leg down, bring your leg up, bring your leg down. You can even lie down and then it allows you to go up higher and practice the motion of the axe kick. And then the other side, same thing. Now one thing we want to avoid is we want to avoid hitting the ground. Because we don't hurt yourself at this point. All right? We're just getting used to the feeling of an axe kick and applying our pressure downwards when we do our axe kick. All right, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a warm-up exercise for our axe kick to get our hip flexors ready to go. So here we go. We're going to make sure we put our foot over on one side and then over on the other and then both legs come back. So both legs go to the right and then both legs go to the left. So one leg performs the inside to outside or the poomsae, and then one leg performs the outside to inside. The anchagi. And then poomsae, anchagi, poomsae, anchagi. Good. So do that a couple of times and that'll be really good for warming up your axe kick. So another exercise that you guys can have for the axe kick is using a chair or a partner or a counter or a table or anything that sits at a certain level, and all you're going to do You have the chair here. You're gonna extend your leg in the axe kick. Here. Set yourself up. And all you're gonna do is lift your leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 times each leg, 20 times each leg, doesn't matter. The main thing is you're going from a certain level up and then down. And then as you get better, that level can start to get higher and higher and higher. And then you're gonna build up the muscle that supports the leg as it's coming down, and also the muscles that lift the leg up for the axe kick, both of which are good. All right, so now that our axe kick is nice and warm, we can actually practice doing the axe kick. Now, at first, your axe kick might be belt height. It might even be lower, and it doesn't matter. The main thing is you're taking those first steps and learning the kick well. Make sure you guys start somewhere. So I have my support here. I'm able to focus on the balance and the kick. I'm gonna bring my leg up and down, up and then down. My goal is eventually to have my knee hit my shoulder and then push down on my opponent, okay? So when we do like 5 or 10 times each leg, bring your leg up, bring it down, bring your leg up, push down, bring your leg up, push down. Good, and then we'll switch sides. Again, start low, get used to it, up, and then when you're ready, push down, push down, push down. Now, something to avoid with axe kick is avoid going up on your tippy toe. We don't want to go up on our toes too much when you do our axe kick. If this leg goes up on my toes, I do get a little bit higher, but the risk is huge, a huge downside. If you're on all your weight on this small area, there's a big chance you'll fall down or you're going to get hurt. All right, so we want to avoid that. When you do any kick in Taekwondo, try to keep that foot firmly planted as we perform the axe kick. All right, next up we get rid of the chair. All right, so now it's time to do the axe kick all by ourselves, the Jikeo Chagi. So here we go, hands up. Now we're gonna practice bringing our leg up and then pushing down without smacking the ground and stomping our feet, okay? So from here, let's start low, bring it up, push it down. When you push it down, make sure your upper body almost goes backwards a little bit so you can apply that power and keep the balance. Okay, so again, up, down, up, down. And then every time, progressively bring your leg up, higher. And make sure you're pushing down. Other side, start low. Good. Higher each time, until eventually, you're able to try and kick your head height. Axe kicks, Jikeo Chagi, may not be in any of the poomsae, but it doesn't mean that it's a useless kick. It's actually very important in sparring, the kyorgi, the competitive side of Taekwondo. So make sure you guys practice this kick well, and make sure you guys bring it up higher and higher and higher and higher, because we want it to be at least your head height. All right, train safely, train hard, and we'll see you guys on the mats. Wow!